Hello and welcome to Auto Arcadia, a wonderful second season in a new year even
A new
of fucking
year,
Auto
new
Arcadia.
frontiers.
Yeah, man, new year, new season. Certainly, I'm gonna say new me.
Yeah, same me.
Yeah, same me. We're not changing that. Can't improve on that. No, man. It's good to be back. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. What about yourself?
I'm good, man. Yeah, life is busy but kind.
Yeah, no. It's wild how quickly the time off over kind of Christmas and New Year ends, and it's also amazing how little time off you get in that time off.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it goes back to the monotony of just why the fuck am I here? Like I've not even been back for like 3 weeks. Well, actually, no, it's 22nd. I've been back for just over 3 weeks, and I fucking hate the place just as much as I did before we broke up for Christmas.
Already back to that level.
Already, the hatred is there. Let
Yeah.
the hate flow through you.
I feel like I've just got more work. I feel like the time off I was just work just built up and it's
See,
just back.
I've got the opposite, man. I feel like I've got no work at all.
Aye, that's
Like,
equally difficult because you've got to fill your day with something.
yeah, like I was because I worked between Christmas and New Year, and I was desperate for people to get back to work so that I would have something to do. And now that everyone's back to work, everyone's just fucking forgotten about everything that was discussed prior. It's like phoning up suppliers and like, have you got this fucking quote for me yet? And they're like, what quote? Like, are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, it's like a hard reset on everyone, isn't it? They've got
It
no
is.
memory of before Christmas.
But you know what? I can live with it because the less you give a fuck, the happier you will be.
I mean, fair. Yeah, absolutely fair. You can definitely care a bit too much sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Some
definitely.
emotional distance can really help you out.
I certainly am not lacking in emotional distance when it comes from work to work, bud.
Fair enough. Right, so should we talk about some car stuff? It is theoretically the point of this
It
podcast.
kind of is like, welcome to Automotive Arcadia. Listen to us bitch about our lives and work for the next fucking 45 minutes. Yeah. No, man. Cars. So,
I mean, any big car news?
well, yeah. So I've bought a replacement for the questionable quality of the 645 Ci.
And
Um,
so, what have you replaced this premium luxury automobile with?
so you'll know that I was leaning quite hard into some Swede speed, and I really wanted a Volvo
Yeah.
T5.
So you got a V70, yeah?
No, I bought a Merc.
I mean, they're basically the same thing.
They are. Um, yeah. No, I mean, do you know what, right? That I honestly don't have any buyer's remorse at all.
No, I think you got a pretty good deal on that car, actually.
Yeah, and do you know what? It kind of fits the bill for a car for me in its chode, but it's fantastic, like actual high quality chode, which I'm quite happy about. So
You do love a cheap luxury car, like.
I do like a potential financial mistake.
Yeah, is it relatively well spec'd?
Yeah, man. Um,
'Cause it's a 2.2 diesel.
it's a 2.2 diesel, a C250, but it's got two turbos.
Oh, I don't know that.
So it's compound turbocharged. There's a small turbo that blows into a big turbo that blows into the engine
Hmm.
that then blows the conrods out the side of the block. Um,
So how much power does it produce?
so it's 200 brake,
Okay, that's
and
not too bad. Honestly, not too shabby considering
in
it's a diesel.
in a diesel that's fucking respectable.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
not too
gonna
shabby at all. How
um,
much torque does it produce?
I'll just tell you that I'm googling it because I don't want to get the number wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
Does it have a tow bar?
no, does it buggery? It is an estate, however, which at least one of the fucking things I was talking about is true, you know? At least one fucking thing that I was aiming for, I've actually done.
Were you looking for a
I
silver car?
You know what? The colour I wasn't too fussed about because you can
Mm,
change the colour of a car, you know? Um,
that's true.
maybe not easily, but you can change the colour.
I suppose it depends on how good the outturn result you want is. Because you could
Yeah.
probably do it quite easily with some spray cans, but it'll look shit.
Well, I mean, I've actually resprayed a car for legitimately less than 250 quid, and it looked stellar. It was the Supra, actually.
Mm.
So, the C250 has 201 horsepower and
Oh,
370 foot-pounds of torque, or 500 newton meters, whatever flavor you want that in.
so it's a fairly torquey engine.
Yeah,
Good,
and
good cooler.
so like the 3 litre diesel, the 3 litre V6, only had 221 brake horsepower and 376 pounds-foot of torque. So like, there's legitimately not a massive difference between this and the top of the range diesel, which was the V6.
I bet it's a lot less thirsty.
Well, it's pretty good on fuel. My one doesn't seem to be pretty good on fuel. But looking on the forums, apparently my one is the exception to the rule because everyone else seems to be getting like 70 mile to the gallon on a run and like 50 like just pootling about.
How do these people drive? Because I see these all the time as well, and like I just don't understand. I've never been able, even driving a 2 liter beige as fuck diesel Volvo, I could never really get more than 40.
Well, do you know, right? This is what really throws me though, because I've always been able to get pretty close to like quoted mile per gallon. Like when I had my 330i E46, I could legitimately get 35 mile to the gallon out of that on a run. Nearly 40. Like there's a couple of times I got up to 37. And just driving about, I was always north of 30. And I did not, I mean, you've seen the way I
Yeah, I
drive.
totally know. I don't think you weren't economically driving that.
No. I mean, even like the 645, like I was always getting like 19 to 22 mile to the gallon out of that. And I know that's fucking horrific, but it weighed 2 tons and had a 4.5 litre V8. So, it's pretty good.
It was never going to be economical, that car.
So my diesel Merc is doing 33 mile to the gallon at the minute.
33.
Yeah.
That's not very
Um,
much.
It's not a lot, and it does hurt when you're paying diesel prices per litre.
Yeah.
However, I know what the problem is. Um, so
Is it
I
that
was
it's leaking fuel?
no, it's not leaking fuel. What it's the thermostat is stuck open, so it's always running cold,
Right, okay.
which is horrific for fuel economy.
So it
Um,
seems.
so like today, for example, I did a 45-minute round trip down the motorway at like 85 mile an hour. Well, actually, that's a lie, at like 90. And then back at 90,
Allegedly.
allegedly at 90. I was doing 77 officer. But, you know, um, I was below the territory of an instantaneous ban, put it that way.
Hmm.
So 45 minutes, 20 miles there, 20, no, was it 20? No, it's like 30 miles. 30 miles there, 30 miles back at 80 mile an hour on the motorway. And it only just got up to operating temperature when I got back to the house.
Yeah.
And like if it gets up to if you leave it sitting and the temp gauge rises because you've got static warm water because the pump's not running, and then you start it up, the temp gauge instantly goes through the floor, which it shouldn't do. If the water's above like below the temp for the thermostat to open, it should stay static. Like it shouldn't be pumping it round.
Hmm.
And all this sort of points to a thermostat being stuck open. So I have a new thermostat and a new header tank because that was the other fault with it is it always says it's low of coolant, but it's just a fucked sensor.
Cool.
And apart from that, it needs a bloody good service. But I mean, it has four reasonably decent tires on it. It's well equipped. The only thing it doesn't have is command, which is like the big 5-inch like fold out screen with sat nav and stuff on it.
Right, okay.
It's got like just a standard audio, but it's got like a screen in the dash and everything.
I mean, what plate is it? How, like, is it an '07 or something?
It's a 10 plate.
10 plate. Do you really want a 16-year-old like sat nav in your car?
I kind of do, because you can buy a module now to put Android Auto
Ah,
into
yeah.
it.
I mean, that is fair. I've seen quite a lot of them, and they're a really nice retrofit.
Yeah, and that is like having Android Auto in a car is an absolute fucking game changer. Like, we're generally on this podcast, we're against loads of technology in cars, but Android Auto fucking works. I can't tell you if Apple CarPlay works. I don't have an iPhone, but
I assume it also does. Like, you basically do the same thing.
yeah, I would assume it's the exact same, just the I'm morally superior to you Apple version of it.
Just pairs well with
Um,
your Tesla.
that's exactly it, man. Um, so yeah, like, I mean, full leather interior in really good condition. Like, there's no dents, there's no
See,
scrapes.
that's what really shocked me about that car is it was pretty good. It was cheap. What is it on, like 144,000 miles?
Oh, not even close. 215.
Oh, maybe that's indicative of a bit more like a bit cheaper car, but because I do feel mileage is always like overvalued or undervalued, if you know what I mean.
Well,
Uh, but
it's funny
like
you say that. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say the car. I remember the adverts, and I was looking at it. It's like, fuck, this thing is so clean for
Yeah.
for how much they wanted for it. I was like, this is really tidy. And but then you kind of think about it, it's like with the low emission zones coming in because you bought it from Glasgow, didn't you?
Yes.
It might just be one of those things where like literally no one around here will buy this because you can't use it in the city.
Quite possibly. Um, yeah, I mean, the guy was in East Kilbride that I bought it off of, and I don't actually think he moved very far from East Kilbride. Um, actually, the person that gave me a lift up to get it, when we were leaving East Kilbride, if you know East Kilbride at all, there's loads of fucking roundabouts before you get to the motorway, and I put it in sports mode and fucking pinned it coming off the roundabout, and it went full broadside, right? Like, full on fucking opposite lock hanging out, trash control light fucking blinking like fuck, didn't know what was going on. And when I got it, when I like came like steered on the throttle round the roundabout onto the road, and when I looked behind me, I couldn't see anything. It was like somebody had turned on a fucking smoke generator, man. There was just black reek everywhere, like fucking the whole roundabout disappeared.
Diesels.
It's never done that since, so I think it was probably babied quite a lot and not really ever given a bit of Dixie, which doesn't do diesels any good. Um, so yeah, I've been kicking its cunt in for 3 weeks now. Nearly a month, actually.
Yeah, I mean, and you've had, aside from the stuff that needs fixed, you've had no problems.
No problems at all.
Aye, man, I think that car might last.
I really like it. Um, to the point where, like, I've been looking to see what fits that car from the AMG models. So like all the suspension, so like AMG anti-roll bars, which are like twice as thick, for example, that would be an amazing upgrade.
Make your own budget diesel AMG.
Well, like, this is the thing, because like it's never going to be an AMG, but remap it, rip the DPF out, decat it, do it with the EGR valve, do all the stuff that makes diesels shit, get rid of it, remap it, you get like 250, 260 brake, a lot of fucking torque, like 450 foot-pounds of torque or something. I'm sure the remap gives it.
Aye, that's a fair
Um,
old whack. Like,
that's a lot.
that's
Like,
quite
I
a
mean,
lot.
it'll already lose traction in like second gear if you just pin
Hmm.
it in the dry. It's
It
got
sounds
legit.
absolutely ideal for you, man. Actually.
It like, honestly, I'm kind of struggling to see like a better car for me at the minute. Maybe the 3 liter petrol or the 3.5 liter petrol or the AMG. But this is the thing that I've kind of that that's made me like really come round to it is how fucking playful it is, man.
Really, for
Like,
such a big car?
well, yeah, like honestly, everyone knows the Top Gear review of the C63 AMG, the E90 M3, and the Audi S4, right? RS4 even. Of that kind of time, 2010. It's when everything was like four liter or 4.2 or 6.3 liter V8s. That's what they were all using, and the Merc gets so much stick for having a worse chassis than the M3. But see that I genuinely think that's got a better chassis than an E90, not an M3, but a normal E90. Like
Okay.
so much more playful. Like it's fucking unbelievable. Like how adjust like if you turn the stability control off and you've just got traction control on, which you can't turn off unless you put it in dyno mode. But like if you turn the nannies off and you go out and you just want to fuck about with it, which I have done because I wanted to see what it was like. It's so fucking adjustable, so playful. Like honestly, it's a really fucking good chassis.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's absolutely great. It's quite well
Um,
balanced.
yeah, man. Like the steering's a bit lifeless
Hmm.
until you get it loaded up. At which point the steering improves, but I mean the steering's not on par with an E90 of any fucking. I'm not gonna say that, but the overall chassis, yeah, like I honestly have no complaints about it.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm really happy that you got something like that's decent. You know, you didn't get burnt with like some piece of shit that needs an absolute load of work.
645.
Yeah, I mean, I think you knew a bit of what you were buying there, though. To be fair,
I did, I did. I was well aware that that was likely to be a mistake, but you know, I made my money back
totally.
in a roundabout way. But yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. But no, so yeah, car news. Um, Colin has a new car. Colin is happy with his new car, and it may become a bit of a project in the future.
What's its towing limit?
Fuck, I don't know. Well, do you know what? Right, the car's towing limit is as heavy as whatever I need to tow.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good tow
Yeah,
limit.
yeah. It's like I'm not gonna go and pull an Arctic truck with it, but do you know, right? Honestly, do you know towing limits are a load of pish?
No, I thought they were to do with how much braking capacity the car had.
Nah, bollocks. Right? See if you go online, legitimately, there's videos of Imprezas pulling Arctic trucks up snowy hills. It, it sounds like bullshit, but genuinely, if you go onto like YouTube and put Impreza pulls truck uphill in snow, you'll get loads of videos, and it's fucking insane. And whatever the Impreza's towing limit is, I guarantee that has a bigger towing limit. So it's whatever we need to tow because an Impreza tows 44 ton.
I mean, right, I hate to play devil's advocate here, right? But there is a bit of a difference between towing like, 2 tons behind you on the motorway at 50 and slowly crawling a truck up a hill.
Now you just have to go and inject some fucking sense into the conversation, don't you? No, do you know right? Honestly, I had a W202 Merc, which was like this car's like great granddaddy, and I put a trailer on the back. I may or may not have had a trailer license at the time, and I legitimately pulled 3 ton of sand behind that car, and nobody died.
Was that the 180?
Yeah,
That per car. Per car. Couple of ton of sand just being dragged by a really, really strained 1.8.
do you know the thing as well? Like it done the job well. Like the guy who I was pulling the sand for, like, I was driving it like I didn't have a trailer on it. And he's like, what happens if the trailer skids a wee bit and like you hook somebody's bumper? I'm like, do you know what, mate? Right, see if the problem's behind me. He goes, aye, it's not my fucking problem. The problem's behind us. We're not worrying about it till we're traveling in the opposite direction. I'm afraid. He's like, oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah. So no, towing limits are bollocks. You know, it's just governmental control.
Okay. I mean, I will totally grant you that, like, you know, I don't think it's like a hard limit. Say if it says like 800 kilos, I'm not saying that's like the hard limit of what the car can handle.
Yeah, like
But I do think indicatively it's worth, like, you know, bearing in mind that I don't think I personally would have asked a C180 to tow a couple of tons of sand. I'm glad to know it can be done, but I don't know if I'd be the one to do it.
that's fair, man. That's fair. You know, it very much is one of those situations where life presents you with a problem and you just have to overcome it.
Yep, you just need solutions. You can't be a
Yeah,
problem provider, you've got to be a solution
it,
provider.
it's one of those, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the fucking problem, you know? And, well, god damn it, I solved the problem that day.
Fair enough. I mean, I do quite like towing trailers. It's, you know, it's like it's just a little bit extra to kind of pay attention to, and that can sometimes kind of like spice it up a little bit. I imagine I'd get very tired of it if I had to do it a lot.
Yeah,
The
it's a
novelty's
ball ache.
nice.
Like, I wouldn't be lining up to do it as a job, for example. Like, that sounds like hell on earth. Um,
It is funny watching people make an arse of reversing them, though. God, that's funny.
oh, that is good, actually.
You could
Like,
really compound a mistake if you're not careful with with reversing a trailer.
oh yeah, if you get a little wobble on and you don't counteract it right, you're like, that wobble's gonna get worse and it's gonna fuck you up.
Or watching someone overcompensate and just go backwards in a sort of snaking pattern.
Yep, it's fucking priceless. Like,
I mean, I won't lie. Like, I learned how you reverse trailers used by driving on Euro Truck. Like, I just got so used to it that like it feels more intuitive now.
that's fair, man. Like, that's a legitimately, like, legit way to learn.
It worked. It really really
Yeah.
worked for me. Like, but my brain has learned it.
Do you know, right? There's a beautiful engineering saying that surmises this quite well. It's only rough if it doesn't work.
I totally. I see
It's
you
like,
also subscribe to the Good Enough School of Engineering.
yes, I do. Do you know, I get stick for this a lot, right? But you know, the person that people always turn to when they're like, this is fucked and I need it to work. It's fucking me.
Mm, yeah, I like it might not be pretty, but it will work.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
like,
make it happen.
we might be trapped on a desert island together, and I might need to cut your fucking leg off to use it as a paddle to get us out of there, but by God, I will get us out of there.
That's a dark analogy.
It kind of was, but yeah.
So
But
yeah,
no.
I think in my car news, all I would say is the squeak from the auxiliary belt has got significantly worse over winter. It's really fucking loud. It sounds like a total shit heap when it starts, and it
Really?
does get gradually better over time. But it's not great at the start. And you know the I was talking about last time I saw you that the handbrake is getting stuck on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's getting stuck on all right. Like it's I think I'm gonna start leaving that car in gear because it's really really bad. So I kind of need to get both of them sorted. They've gone from being background issues to stuff that actually needs done.
It's infuriating when that happens as well.
Yeah, I
Because
was hoping I had more time.
it's like it never happens when it's ideal for it to happen. It always happens in like January when you've got a fucking long month.
I know, a long month and it's also freezing outside. It's just So yeah, I need to deal with that. It's on my to-do list.
That's a bugger.
a total bugger. But other than that, like I've got no car news at all to really report from my side. Like I put the roof bars back on it because I really need to put my kayak in storage and my bike.
Awesome.
But other than that, like oh god, and to tell you what, those roof racks, I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes, honestly. Right, the first time I put them on, I stood back and I was like, oh bugger, I put the front ones on the back and the back ones on the front. So instead of being level, they were like extra angled.
Right.
And this time I was like, right, mustn't make the same mistake. And yeah, I didn't make the same mistake. I tried to fit them the wrong way around, like the wrong orientation in a different direction this time, so that none of the holes married up properly. And I was like, why the fuck does this feel shorter than last time? So I still managed to fuck putting them on. I don't know what it
Perfectly.
is. They're literally two bars that mount to the roof, and I do not know how I've managed to get it wrong twice.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make me feel great. It doesn't make me feel really smart and on the ball.
Do you know what though, right? I guarantee someone somewhere has made a bigger tit of a simpler job than that.
That is true. That is very true. There is always that solace is someone somewhere has done it worse.
Yeah, like don't ever worry. Don't ever be like, I've totally fucked this up because somebody else will have done it worse. That's a promise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Like I saw in the news today someone had crashed their car into a house and I was like, that's not great.
no,
That's
that's
probably
bad.
quite expensive as problems go.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not ideal.
Actually, do you know what that reminds me of something else? Because this is our first podcast back. We have some like, you know, I have a general build up of like stuff I want to talk about. And one
Hit
of the
me.
things is, did you get much snow where you were over the New Year?
Not a fucking snivel of it.
Fair enough. Like we didn't get anything either. It was quite cold, but it wasn't. Do you know what? It was cold, but it wasn't insanely bad. The conditions weren't terrible. Like they got worse earlier in the year. Uh, but one thing I did notice when I was driving back from family on New Year's Day, it's how many car accidents were on the road. Like how many car crashes. I saw three, one of which had literally just happened as well on the way back, driving back at like I don't know, like five-ish, if you know what I mean. And I was like, this is really high. This is like it's not a long journey. It's like 30 miles. You shouldn't
Yeah,
pass three separate car accidents in 30 miles. That's a lot. Like the police were at two, and I passed multiple police cars with their blues and twos going going the direction behind me. So there could have even been a fourth one that I missed because I was further along. It was wild. Like I mean, the last one was at this bit just across the bridge. There's like a roundabout, dual carriageway bridge, roundabout, dual carriageway to kind of carry on, and it goes up and to the right, and there's a part that has really bad drainage. Like you can see the water set on the road across it, if you know what I mean.
yeah, man.
And it's like you see if you drive that road a lot, you know it. It's notorious because the temptation, because it goes from like it's a dual carriageway, it goes from a roundabout immediately into a 70. The temptation is absolutely fucking hoof it and get up to speed as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
But in that acceleration zone, there is that patch of sitting water, and I'm pretty sure someone, I think it was a BMW, it was either an M4 or it was a 4 Series,
yeah,
and they just booted it and ditched it in the shrubs and clipped another car on the way over.
fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah. But like, oh, I mean, honestly, I've had moments on that patch in my car as well. You know, where I've been accelerating up to speed, and it's just twitched a bit. So I can totally see how it happened. But yeah, I was just shocked at how many accidents we passed. Like none of them, happily, none of them looked like really bad accidents. If you know what I mean, just a case of like, I don't know, just people not driving like I don't know, was everyone drunk? Like it was dark and it had rained a bit, but like that's kind of what happens in Scotland. Like we get loads of months of practice of that.
Yeah, like the people are really. easily like fucked up by stuff that they really should like fucking know what's going on with. You know, like there's no fucking excuse for not being able to deal with a wet road when you live in Scotland.
You should be used to it. Yeah. I mean, there wasn't even that much more traffic on the road as well. It's not like you could blame busyness. Did you see anything like? Did you notice anything like that over New Year, or was it a particularly Fife-based syndrome?
I didn't notice a lot of accidents. One thing I do notice every year around this time, though, is the fucking vast increase of cars sitting in the what do you call them? Like in the insurance repairers' yards.
Oh, really? Is it a bumper crop for Copart?
Oh, absolutely. Like there's well, they used to be nationwide. I don't know what they're called now. They are in Dumfries. They've got a repair centre.
Oh, aye. Is that one of
And
those ones where you go and you can order the part from them and they pull it for you?
no, it's like the insurance sends cars to them if they need a bumper, and they like put the bumper on it and then hunt the car back out, and it goes back to the
Oh,
guy.
a repair center. I totally get you. Sorry, man. I was
Yeah,
puzzled there.
no, it's okay. So like every winter, there you just see the time of year, and like the number of cars in their car park just explodes. Do you know what I have noticed though? The amount of people doing 40 in 60 limits is insane. Like
mm.
every time I drive to Dumfries, I get stuck behind some fucking dawdling idiot doing 40 and a 60.
Yeah, I do agree. There is a bit of an uptick of that over the holiday period as well. There's just too many people who don't drive very often now driving.
Yes. Apart from that, no, I've not noticed a lot of car accidents or anything like that. Um, yeah, it's just the standard of driving is definitely getting worse though. But apart from that, nothing really standing out to me.
Fair enough, man. Maybe it must have just been a localized incident. But yeah, it really surprised me. I was like, fuck, I've never seen this many car accidents on these roads.
There was one thing I saw on the news from your area of the world as well,
Oh, yeah.
and it was Fife man banned for doing 120 miles an hour on
Oh, on
the
the Kingsway.
yeah, the Kingsway. That's it.
Aye, totally, yeah. I think
Bypass.
the local newspaper, yeah, they reported it was 119 mile an hour he was doing on the Kingsway.
Yeah,
Honestly, right? The Kingsway's no massive. Like, it's not very long.
was that
That's
an achievement then?
that's not bad. Like, there is definitely a long section of it, but there's so many roundabouts that you don't get a particularly good run. It must have been between, like, in the longest section between a couple of industrial estate like turnoffs, because I can't see where else he would hit that. Do you know what he was driving?
I don't. It didn't say. But I mean, from what you said, if it's not in a long section, it must have been a beast of a car.
I think it's probably something with a bit of poke to it. Aye, like,
Um,
yeah, it would have been probably would have been like the 50 section.
that's fucking going. 120 in a 50 section.
That really
That's
is. That really is going. Yeah.
somebody might be playing mummies and daddies with Big Harold in the big house soon.
So yeah, did he got prison for that one?
I would imagine he probably is going to do a little bit of time for that one. Yes.
I mean, I suppose if you get busted doing that, that is okay, right? I'm spending some money. I need a proper actual lawyer. You know, this isn't just a plead myself in court. This is like I need someone representing me.
Yeah, this isn't a fuck it. I'll plead by post.
Yeah.
Like this needs a bit of attention spent on it now.
Professional attention as well.
Yeah, like expensive professional attention. Like you're gonna get your money back out of this one if you spend the money on it.
But yeah, I did see that in the local newspaper actually, and I was like, wow, that's quite impressive. That's some big numbers.
I do have one other thing that I
Why?
feel has to be spoken about, and it's one thing car guys, like ourselves, can look forward to about January. You've got the blues kicking off in January, like the shittiness of the new year and the horrible cold, pishy weather and going back to work and all that shit. But we have a little diamond in the rough known as the Tokyo Auto Salon.
Of course, yes.
Now, I shared with you some bits and pieces from this, and th- it's always a bit wacky, right? Because Tokyo, like, is just fucking insane. But so Toyota teased the new MR2.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty aggrieved by this. This was not nice.
I thought it was fantastic,
I'm
and
not.
then
I was not as chill about it at all.
and then what they actually showed everybody was two mid-engined key cars.
Yeah, I know. Not super happy about that.
I love it. I thought that was fantastic. I mean, I want a new MR2 to come out because the concepts for it look
Yeah,
gorgeous.
they do look
And
banging. Yeah.
I mean, look at the Corolla GR and the Yaris GR. Toyota's on a fucking roll here. Even the new Supra, which I know it gets some shit for being a BMW, but it's not. It is what it is. Um, so like they teased a new Yaris GR or a facelift.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the big one from Toyota, the GR GT.
Ah, yes. The GRGT. Yeah. Do you know what? Whilst that I agree that is a big one, it's not what I saw recently from Toyota that's had me excited.
Okay, what's that?
No, I want to talk about it in a little bit.
Fair enough. Well, the GR. So the other big news about this, a lot of the Toyota stuff was like GR brand.
Mm-hmm.
Gazoo Racing is now breaking away from Toyota and becoming its own brand. It's not a sub brand anymore.
Yes, I did kind of get the impression because I've been advertised a lot by GR specifically, but not Toyota.
Yes, and I think that's good, man. Like this is like a good development. Like fast Toyotas are back, you
But
know?
they have an actual brand as well.
Yeah. So I mean, GR is to Toyota what Lexus is to Toyota pretty much now. Like it is literally its own entity, which is really fucking cool. Um, but yeah, the GR GT 4 liter V8 twin turbo 640-ish brake horsepower looks to fucking die for. I mean, it's a ground up like sports car platform. Um,
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's very aggressive.
yeah, definitely. Like strict two-seater, and it's not going to be a small car either. It's not going to be massive, I
Mm.
don't think. But it's like legitimately it's going after like GTRs. Like this is what I'm pretty sure that's what they're like. GTR needs taken down. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like its design more than I like the new Supra's design.
I would totally agree with that. Like Toyota's design language, that like it started off with like the Yaris GR, the Corolla GR. Now this, it's stellar. Like they're on a winner. Like
Yeah, I like it. I really do like it. Was there anything else from the Auto Salon that kind of caught your eye?
so, there was a Honda Prelude, which was a Honda Racing Concepts HRC. I think that's what it means, HRC. So it was a basically a hot Prelude. Um, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a special edition Prelude, which I think that's cool. You
It's
know,
got quite a 370 Z shape, doesn't it?
it really does.
It's got that vibe
Actually,
certainly from the front.
yes,
From the back, it looks a little bit like those Hyundai electric cars, like the
yes,
Ioniq. It looks a bit like that with a wing on it.
yeah. I'll give it that. Like, I mean, it's not a bad looking car.
It's not a bad looking car. Maybe not 100% to my taste, but not a bad looking car. I actually must admit I do quite like the road prelude. The 26 one.
Yes,
That looks all right actually.
yeah, that's fair.
I don't think it's got the same charm as the way the 90s one looked,
No,
but I still think it's like a
like
pretty good looking car.
the OG will always be the king. You know,
The one with the pop ups.
yeah. Um, what else? There was also Subaru was up to its sexually transmitted infection models again. So they've teased a new WRX STI
Right.
prototype, and it looks nice. But you know the most recent WRX STI, I think, is a fucking cracking looking car, man.
Is that the S210 is the new one?
Oh, now you're asking. I'm not sure what the chassis code is.
Oh wait, no, that was last year's.
It's like the latest ones were on a 17 plate.
Hmm.
Um, they just look incredible. I have a sneaking suspicion they're not terribly popular, and I have a sneaking suspicion that they are going to be probably one of the best generations of Impreza.
I like the way that the newer Imprezas look. I actually think they will age quite well.
Yeah, like they're something else. It's 2015 onwards, I believe.
Hmm. The new one, the S4. Looking at uh Impreza S4. It does have a slight element of Civic about it. The Type R.
It does a little bit,
A
actually.
little
I'll
bit
give
of,
you that.
just has a
Yeah.
kind of Type R-ish sort of vibe. But I still think it's a pretty good looking car as well.
No, definitely. The other thing as well, and this is honestly, I think this is amazing. Mitsubishi have a little key car called the Dacia or Delicia. I can't remember how the fuck you say it. Um, but they had loads of these cars with like fucking plastic heads bolted on the roof of them and all sorts, and it's just a bit,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like something a bit mental. Like this is peak Tokyo Auto Salon for me. Like this is just them doing what they do. Um, and Nissan have updated the new Z. So there will be a manual variant of the Nismo Z,
All right.
and there's a new Nismo concept that they've teased, but nobody seems to know what it is yet.
Hey.
I would have a slight suspicion it might be a new GTR because the old GTR has gone the way of the dinosaurs.
Yes.
It
Oh yeah, I
has.
forgot about that. It's been retired.
It has. Um,
I'm not
yeah,
sure I'm that excited about Nissan stuff at the moment.
I'm not. Do you know what? Right, Renault owns a large portion of them.
Mm,
Mm, I mean, I like my Megane RSs, but you know, sketchy manufacturing, well, sketchy engineering. But yeah, no, Tokyo Auto Salon is definitely a highlight of the year so far. Like lots of interesting stuff.
That's really cool. I'm gonna have to try and find some like pictures or like a little summary article from it just to get like an impression of what I was like, kind of what happened. Because to be honest, I forgot. You told me in advance, and I 100% forgot.
You know, because I'm like I've been into JDM stuff for so long. Like I kind of look forward to it. Like Tokyo Auto Salon's usually a pretty big thing for that. Because
Mm.
like Rocket Bunny, for example. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. Rocket Bunny made a miniature R32 Skyline.
Nice.
I forget what it was based on. It was based on like a little Suzuki key car.
Mm.
But it looks like what was the fucking PlayStation game where all the cars looked like little cartoons?
Oh, it's the Japanese one. It's the Coral Q. It's a series.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I totally agree. I completely agree. I really enjoyed seeing the. Was it Rocket Bunny that did the Mini F40 based on like a Mazda AZ1 or something?
Yes, I don't think it was a Mazda that they used, but it was similar. Little two-seater key
I
car.
can't remember if it was a Mazda or not either. But yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
And it looks stellar. Like it looks fantastic. It's not a new thing either, though. I mean, I remember seeing like Porsche 911 styled key cars in the early 2000, well, not early 2000s, but late 2000s. Um, and they looked class. They look amazing. Like
Yeah.
everybody loves
I'm so into it. I really think it's a total vibe. Yeah, I really like it.
like everyone should have a car like that. That's incredible.
Do you
And
know
you
what?
know
This
what?
segues really nicely into what I was excited about.
What's that?
So, very recently, I found out that for some years, Toyota have been making a Copen GR.
Really?
Yes, so it's still a K car. It's still a 700, like just under 700cc turbocharged engine, but I really like them. Like I think they're so cool. This is an incredibly cool car. I will send you on this just an image of what it looks like, although you can probably search for it yourself. But it's like absolutely everything I like about tiny cars. It's like a tiny two-seater sports car with a silly little engine. I actually think it looks great. I think it looks so much better than the Daihatsu Copen that came before it.
I'm actually on board with that. That's cool.
How sexy look! That is a modern, a contemporary Suzuki Cappuccino, and we know how I feel about the Cappuccino.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure I would pay 20K
I
for it.
don't think I'd pay 20K for it either. But one of the first results was that website, and I was like, "Ooh, tell me more."
But you know, this is the thing. Copans and key cars in general are fucking expensive over here.
They are really expensive. I'm kind of sad that they don't get sold in the UK because I would 100% have one.
Do you know what, man? I reckon there's probably a really big market for them as well.
We could do with some smaller cars. Like we absolutely could do with some smaller cars.
Well, actually, I don't know if there would be a market for them now that I think about it, because you'd have fucking soccer mum number three in her small moon size 4x4 just running over the top of every car because she can't
Yeah,
fucking
I mean
drive
you
it.
would you would get absolutely eliminated if you were in an accident with anything like SUV like.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it. You know,
definitely.
definitely
I,
think it's worth it.
that's one thing I've noticed as well. Like I've noticed a lot more like Ford Ranger esque big like Raptor Ranger. You know, the huge ones, the ones that like the ones that if you buy it, you obviously either are short on penis or intelligence. Like you're compensating
I
for something.
I know
Um,
I totally know what you mean. 100%.
they have exploded. They're fucking everywhere, man. And I don't know how long that can continue. Like I reckon there's probably going to be something put in about like maximum car sizes. You know, like like a law or a restriction or something.
I don't know. Maybe I'd quite like that because we also know that I really love small cars over big cars. I'd much rather have a small car.
Yeah, like, do you know that the issue isn't really the size of cars, though. The issue is the height.
I agree. That's a lot of cars are way too tall.
Like an S class is a big fucking car, same as a 7 Series or an A8. Like they're all barges. They're fucking huge, but they won't fucking destroy you if you get crashed into by them. You know, a hatchback will survive that crash. When you've got somebody in like a fucking Audi Q7, which is a foot off the ground in terms of ride height, and then it's fucking as tall as I am at 6 foot fucking four, it's like, what's going on here? Like, you're going to obliterate pedestrians and small children and houses, and no cunt can drive them. Like, nobody that owns one of these things is competent enough to fucking reverse park it or parallel park it for that reason, you know?
I followed a Q5 home from work today whose offside rear three quarters and the back of it was destroyed. Like, still functional, but like there wasn't a single bit of undamaged panel. Like, they'd really done a number of it on it. And my first thought was, these cars are massive. Like, these people, they don't. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. Just
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you mean. I was like that classic massive SUV with loads of panel damage because it doesn't fit anywhere.
And the thing is, man, a Q5 is a small one.
Yeah, you can bigger. The new I don't know if they're the Range Rovers, the big ones, the new ones of those. I think especially if it's a long wheelbase, are huge. They're
Yeah.
just this big brick on the road. And it's like driving around in a house. And honestly, I look at it, I'm like, that can't be fun to drive. That can't feel good. What happens when you go around a corner? Does the whole thing like like lean violently? Do you feel like you're gonna like fall off the side of the ride?
Yeah, like it can be good, you know? It's like somebody was one like I remember being in the trade and somebody brought one in and it was like, what a big numb heap of shite that must be. And one of the mechanics jumped up like in its defense, just, no, they handle amazingly. I was like, you drive a Chrysler Voyager. Handle amazingly. I don't think you know what that means. I mean, a Lotus Elise handles amazingly. An Exige handles phenomenally. Any contemporary Ferraris up there as well. Probably a Caterham is as close to as perfection as a working man can get easily. Um, but a Range Rover Sport, not even in contention for handling amazingly, I'm afraid. And they were just like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. I was like, okay, cool. Um, I actually there's an interesting story about that. Back when I had the RX-8 and I went into Mazda, because I used to buy like actual genuine Mazda parts for it, mostly because not a lot of stuff was like available in the aftermarket at the time.
Hmm.
And I went in, and one of the salesmen had an Audi TT.
A Mark One.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's really cool. What is it? Is it like the fast one, the 225? He's like, yeah, man, it's 225. It's faster than your RX-8. It's like
Hmm.
maybe in a straight line, right? Because
Maybe in a straight line, but like that TT. Speaking as an owner of one, not an engaging car to drive.
no, and he's like, what do you mean in a straight line? It's just faster in general. I was like, no, it's not. I says with the same driver in both cars, not a fucking snowball's chance in hell will it be faster around the corner. Like if a track time would the RX-8 would obliterate the TT. He's like, nah, I don't think so. I says, and with me driving my RX-8 and you driving that, I'm prepared to bet that the gulf between the two of them will be fucking astronomical in size. And he was like, no, it fucking won't be this, that, and the next thing. And one of the other salesmen came over because he saw us getting quite heated about it. He's like, what's going on? We're like, he's trying to tell me that fucking piece of shit he's got outside is fucking better handling than RX-8. And the guy just looked at him and laughed and walked off. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what is essentially was a Golf Mark IV.
Yeah.
not the platform, for a super fun, engaging drive.
No, versus like
Versus RX-8.
yeah, which
A bold claim.
it's just a larger MX-5, but with a limited slip diff, a fucking mid-engine layout because the engine's behind the front axle, and a six-speed manual box. It's like, no, it's I can assure you, one of these is dynamically superior.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
Fucking
yeah, I
hell.
mean, what else do we have to cover?
So I have something that's not really car related, but it's transport. Well, it's kind of fake transport related.
I'm intrigued.
So over the course of Christmas and New Year, um, I have developed an addiction.
Okay.
Well, it's not really an addiction. I have started my way down a rabbit hole.
Oh, I think I may know what you're going to talk about. Yeah. This is a rabbit
And
hole.
that rabbit hole would be best described as flight sims. Now, the one in particular, which is like a study sim, is DCS, and
Okay, I don't know what DCS is.
it's Digital Combat Simulator. And like the big selling point of it is like the airplanes are full fidelity.
Right, yeah.
So you start your mission in the plane cockpit on the ground, and like you have to press the button in the cockpit to close the cockpit canopy, and then you have to set your throttles to start, and then you have to switch like your battery master and your ignition switches on, and switch on your radio and all your radar and everything. And then
It's a
like
game for nerds.
yeah, like
Yeah, man, honestly, it sounds great. Like, I totally get why you like this.
like there's legitimately like people who are downloading like training manuals for the Air Force for the jets they're flying and going through it.
So that's what you've been playing?
That's what I've been playing. My joystick and my HOTAS setup, which hands-on throttle,
Mm-hmm.
um, hands-on throttle and stick HOTAS, turned up today. So it's like a legitimate like split throttle setup that mounts to my desk. Although I've got a racing seat that I'm going to put on like a chair base and put them on the sides, so that you've
Mm.
got like the throttle and everything set up in a pilot's chair with the stick on the other side.
Yeah, no,
And
I totally get the vibe. I totally get the vibe.
the throttle that I've got has like fucking 150 buttons on it.
So
I
you can
shit you not.
program them to whatever you want.
So you like you can have the switches at the bottom where you like flick engine one on, then flick engine two on.
Yeah. I know, I
Or
totally get this. I totally get this, man. I'm really excited for you. I hope you enjoy that new setup.
I'm so happy about it. Like I just want to, I'm gonna go and get. I'll probably get it set up tonight. I don't know if I'll do any flying. Ah, fuck it, I'll do some flying. But like I'm gonna get it set up tonight. Like Bex can go to bed and I'll set this up myself. Um, but like see, looking at some of the setups people have, and it's like they've legitimately built an entire jet fighter cockpit, like and
Yeah.
it's like a legit one for one replica of an F-18 cockpit with like multifunction displays and like a multifunction display for their weapons and one for their radar and one for the fucking like just system functions of the jet. And then they've got like all these switch panels that are modeled after the jet, and they're like they go down the sides and up in front of them like in a cockpit manner with
Mm-hmm.
these multifunction displays and a head-up display on top, and then they've got a stick in the center with like the a replica throttle from the jet and everything. And it's like this is incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable some of the setups some people have. I met a guy through work and he was really into flight sims, not combat ones, I don't think, like
No,
actual just flying. But he showed me a picture of his home setup, and he was like, he was about to retire, which kind of like helps kind of contextualize his age and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I think he had like a bit of money to burn on his like hobby. He'd basically built a commercial airline cockpit in a room. It was a lot. There was a lot going on there.
Yes. Like this is the thing as well. Like I was talking I used to work with a guy, right? Many, many, many fucking moons ago. And we were just talking, we were driving down to this fucking conference and we were just talking to him and he's like, "Oh, do you want to see my hobby?" I was like, "Well, kind of depends what your hobby is. If your hobby's like involves gimp masks and stuff, not much. No, I don't." He's like, "Don't be a dick, man." I was like, "Sorry." I'm just going, of course I want to see it. If it's cool, if you think it's cool, I want to see it. And he's like, "Right, check this out." And he hand me his phone and I'm like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" He's like, "So you know when you've got a room under the stairs, and most people have it as like a coat room or just throwing shite in it,
Mm-hmm.
right?"
Yeah.
This guy had built an Airbus cockpit. And like when I say an Airbus cockpit, he's like the sim itself runs on a PC. He says, but then the controller, which is everything you see in this little room, has its own PC and runs on its own operating system. He says, so, and I was like, but what do you do though? Like, he's like, I'm like, is it like commercial jets you fly? He's like, oh yeah, like see on a Sunday. So I goes, sometimes I'll just wake up in the morning and be like, I'll do like Japan to Dubai and it's like a 16-hour flight. And he says I'll legitimately play the game for 16 hours. So he's like, he's like, I have the radio and everything set up. I've got a headset with a radio and like I can talk to air traffic control in the game.
Oh man.
And he's like, I'll taxi and I'll like get all the passengers on and I'll give like a pre-flight like briefing. And he's like, I'll legitimately go through like the whole rigmarole as if you were taking off in an actual jet. He says, and then I'll take off and I'll like get up to like cruising altitude and I'll put autopilot on and I'll go make a cup of coffee and go watch telly or something. And then I'll come back in like 14 hours and I'll land in Dubai. And like that's my playtime done for the day. I'm like,
Getting a
you know
very
what?
accurate experience.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what, man? It does not do it for me, but fucking horses for courses. I can respect it, like, because the amount of work that you've put into this to build it. I was like, you didn't buy it, you built it. He's like, no, I built everything. Like, everything was built. I was like, yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
Honestly, it is. You do you, man. Like if that's what you like, that is what you like. It's pretty harmless as it goes.
Precisely. Like, you know, do what you want to do. Like, absolutely, I think that's class. And I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna shit on anybody's hobby. I think it's fucking cool that everybody has different shit. Um, but yeah, like I'm not going to that level. Like I want to do some dog fighting and you know fly about like a dickhead. I don't want to pretend that I'm in the RAF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to pretend I work for BA or something like that.
No,
You know, I don't want to be a commercial airline pilot. But it's like that's kind of a bit bus drivery in the sky. Like I'm not to disrespect commercial airline pilots, but like compared to like flying a fighter jets feels just a little bit more like fun and intense and action packed.
yeah, like if I'm doing it for entertainment in a game, I want to do it fighter jet. I want to do
Exactly, man. Exactly.
maximum speed with the threat of death.
I completely agree. I totally get it. Have you ever tried VR?
I have not. No. Um,
VR for planes is pretty good, actually.
I have though. I have downloaded a program that hijacks your webcam
Right.
and it tracks your face so that when you look to the left,
Oh, like head tracking, yeah.
it like looks to the left in the game so you can look around like to but not like a massive like you're not looking away from the screen to see what's on the screen, but you just look and it like tilts the view for you. Like I've got that set up. That I need to set it up. Sorry, I've got it downloaded though.
Does DCS support VR?
Yes,
Oh man, I'll give you my VR set to go with.
mate. Do you know, right? You could download it. It's free to play, by the way.
All
It's like 120 gig.
right. Okay.
Like, and this is just the base game with none of the extra modules, right? So DCS is like 120 gig, but it's got three colossal maps. Like, it's got the entirety of the Caucasus on it.
Okay.
It's got a World War II one and something else, and you get two planes for free. You get an Su-25 and a P-51 Mustang D.
All right. Okay. I
Um,
didn't know it did the historic fighters as well.
yeah, man, you can get like Spitfire modules and all sorts.
Because the VR flight sim I've used is I played a bit of War Thunder, you know, in their more
Yes.
realistic setting with the VR. But all I had was like a really basic joystick that I'd borrowed from a friend. It was like, not that much, but I'd plugged the
Yeah.
VR in, and it was honestly, it was quite an experience. Like it feels a lot more involved than watching it on a screen. Like it's more
Well,
immersive.
have you got the hand controllers for your VR?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right. So because DCS is full fidelity, right?
Oh, can you
You
operate
don't.
all of the stuff just using your hand controllers?
You can fly. You can actually grab the joystick
Oh,
with
that's
the
so
controller and
cool.
the throttle and like fly like that. And then you can turn a thing on where it shows you where your hands are in even though you're
Yeah.
in VR. So you can like grab hold of the stick and the throttles in the plane and fly like that. You don't actually need a joystick if you've got VR.
Sick. That's actually really cool. Maybe I should give this a go. I would need to set my VR set up again, but it's not a big hassle. But yeah, I really think it works well for flight simulators and stuff. But yeah, man, I think you should also try it. Like, I think you've probably got enough space for it as well.
Well, Bex has a VR headset.
Oh, right, nice. Is that for the
So
PS5?
no, it's what's the really popular one called?
Oculus Rift?
Yes, it's that. Not the newest one,
Aye, totally. I know mine's not a new one either.
um, but it is an Oculus, and it would it would do the
It
job.
would
Like,
totally do the job. Yeah, you should get 100%. Give that a go if you can. Like, give VR a go. It's really good. Like,
fair enough.
really, really good for flight sims.
I'll need to have a look at that then.
Plus, your laptop will probably be powerful enough to run VR, like,
You know,
relatively well.
my laptop is terrifying for what it can do for being a laptop.
Mm.
Like, and it wasn't that expensive either.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, they're so impressive.
Like,
Like the speed and competency of them now.
although at the time I did think I was going a bit overboard when I spec'd it because it's got 64 gigabyte of RAM and it was the fastest RAM I could get.
Yeah,
Um,
which was a good investment a few like what, a year or so ago or half a year because like RAM's pricey now.
yeah, like it's mega money. Um, and it's got well, it's actually in front of me now. It's a GeForce RTX like 490 graphics card. It's got like 36 gig of fucking memory
Yeah, so it's fairly handy as well.
and Intel Core Ultra 9, which I can't remember what the core speed on it is, but I think it goes up to like 5 gig and it's like 16 cores or something different, fucking insane like that.
We've come a long way since like dual core was a big deal.
Yeah, man. And like, I was like, fucking, that'll do. Like, I'm happy with that. That'll last me another decade. You know, I'll get another 10 years out of this laptop.
Aye, totally. And even if
Um,
it's a bit spenny at the time, like it does, as long as it keeps working, it gives you a good return.
yeah, that's it, man. Like, as long as I look after it, it won't cost a fortune in that it'll be fucked in a year's time. Like, it'll keep working. But the big thing about it is, So Cyberpunk for me is the acid test. It's what Crisis was like when we were in school. And
Yes.
I can run Cyberpunk on ultra with what's the ray tracing at medium,
Mm-hmm.
and I can get a respectable like 40 to 50 frames a second out of it at that, which isn't bad. Although I don't tend to play it with ray tracing on, I tend to play it with ray tracing on low, which gets me like 120 frames a second.
A
But
bit more smooth experience.
yeah, but it can do it, which is the thing. So it should be able to run DCS in like VR, but the draw distance on it's insane. Like you can actually see for nautical miles. Like it's fucking insane. But honestly, I'll send you the link to it on Steam. Have a go, like download it and tell me what you think.
Yeah, I'll give that a download at the weekend. The DCS. See what the vibe is.
Um, but it's so cool. But no, that's I just wanted to like bring that up because like it's such a cool fucking thing. Like it's sweaty as fuck, but it's cool.
So right, okay. When you're playing it, right?
Yeah.
Do you actually do dogfighting?
Yeah, so like the different servers. So you can go into servers that are like air to air combat or air to ground combat.
Mm-hmm.
Um and you can have like player controlled SAM sites and stuff, I believe.
Okay.
Like there's so many different servers, but it's open ended. I think they're bringing out a dynamic campaign for it this year, I believe. Um, and you can download like loads of campaigns and different modules and stuff. But like the base game is like here's a massive map. Do whatever the fuck you want, and it has a mission creator in it. So you like create your own campaigns and stuff,
I get you. I totally get you.
or you download campaigns. But there's quite a few that I've downloaded. There's one that I'm looking. Hold on, I'll just fucking. So there's DCS,
Yeah.
and then there's one called Nuclear Option, which you have to pay for, but it's really
DCS
fucking good.
nuclear option.
And then there's another one called IL2, which is like
Is that
World War
like?
Two.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
IL2 Stormovik, the Battle of Stalingrad, is the base one.
Oh, that used to be a series of flight sims in itself.
Yeah, well, that's what IL2 Stormovik is. It's a flight sim.
Yeah.
So it's the Battle of Stalingrad, and then you've got an expansion for the Battle of Normandy. But I mean, if you go here and you see all, right, what would happen if you were to buy everything? If you buy everything for DCS, it costs you like $3,000. It's 1,200
At
quid to
these
buy.
games, see these really niche like hobbyist games where like you need to buy loads of expensive equipment. The games themselves are always nuts expensive as well.
Oh yeah. Well, IL, if you bought the base game and every expansion for it, it'd be 1,200 quid.
Yeah.
But that's like Iron Wind campaign, Gestapo Hunters campaign, Flying Circus Volume 4, like TA-152H1 collector plane, the Battle of Normandy. Like, there's loads of shit you don't actually need, you know?
Yeah.
But no, DCS is my fucking new rabbit hole. I absolutely love it.
Fair enough, man. What's the flight like model kind of like? How do the planes feel to fly?
Like, it's utter realism. Like, there's pilots who play this in their time off, and they're like, it's legitimate. Like, DCS is actually used in flight simulators, as in the hydraulic flight simulators that like governments use for training.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's legitimately a fucking it's a real concern. Like, it's not really a toy, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I get you.
it's a legitimate thing. Um,
See, this is the problem with this is it's tempting Because I'm sitting here looking at it, it's like I used to love playing like Microsoft Combat Flight Sim 2 or something or 3, like when I was younger, and I did like a little bit of War Thunder here and there. Like I actually for a long time I really enjoyed War Thunder, but that's because it was like quite good fun, if you know what I mean. I think I prefer just like shooty shooty bang bang than actually having to fly a plane.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I always find, and do you know what? I just don't have the patience or precision for flight sims in general. I tend to be more like maximum throttle right from the start. Like kind of like sorry, in like the propeller planes when you like put maximum throttle from the start, they tend to like pull to one direction based
Yes.
on the rotation of the blade. And
Yeah.
I was always just a case of, but don't gradually build up speed, just like absolutely floor it, then just kind of try and control the direction of your plane as you're taking off. I'd like try and get in the air as soon as possible, and just kind of like just trying to be the most kind of reckless and casual about how I flew.
Yeah, man, that's fair.
And it doesn't really work very well in like the really serious flight sims because I just crash all the time.
Yeah, like I found there was a really, really big learning curve here.
I
Because
bet
like,
there is.
um have you played Ace Combat?
Ages ago I played it a little, yeah.
Ace Combat 7, 8 has just been announced actually. We're kind of descending into just flight sim talk here.
Yeah, it's not about cars anymore.
No. There's Ace Combat 7's like proper arcadey style. Now, I did Ace Combat 7 on the fucking hardest difficulty on a machine gun only run through without any damage throughout the whole game.
So it's quite forgiving.
No, it's a fucking challenge. Like to do every mission without taking any damage whatsoever is a
Yeah.
fucking like. As soon as I got hit by a single bullet, it was like right restart, and it was machine guns only, no missiles at all. And I'd done that, and like I'm pretty competent at flying games. Like I was
Yeah, and you
brought
played a
up
fair
on.
few of them actually.
Yeah, there's a lot on my Steam list if you're looking.
Yeah.
um, like and like I was brought up on Flight Simulator and Combat Flight Simulator in like 2000, and this is like a legit fucking like this even with that sort of background. Holy fuck, there's a learning curve. Like Jesus Christ. But it's class. Like I recommend anyone to give it a go.
Yeah, part of me is tempted just to download it just to see if like what it's like. Can I actually take off and like shoot something? Because one of the reasons I never really got into the realistic battles side of War Thunder, even though I played a lot of it, was you have to take off, you have to climb, fly to engage the enemy, and then you have like maybe one or two engagements. If you lose, that's it. That's it over for you. Like that's you have to quit the game and queue for another one.
Really?
Yeah, it was so slow paced. It was very tense. But see if you were crap at it, like me, getting started, it was just a case of take off, fly for a bit, die from fucking nowhere, and then just be like, all right, well, I'll just re-roll that, or like wait for my friends to like also die, and then we would all just jump into another game. Whereas the arcade mode was a lot more of like you just respawn. It's just silly fun. Just have fun with it, you know. Which felt a bit better for me.
Fair, man. Fair. Yeah. No, that does seem very yeah, I can see how that would definitely take the fun out of it, put it that way.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not that much fun just dying immediately.
No,
It really
it's not.
sucks.
It's like you really do need like to have fun. Like unless it's fun, you're not got to do it. Like it's just like why the fuck would I bother? You
Yeah, I
know?
think for me it was one of those. I either get good at this or I stopped playing it, and I chose to stop playing it.
Fair, man. Fair. Yeah.
Do you know what? On a totally unrelated note, so I've been playing a game on Steam recently. That's like it's in early access, but it's called Fumes, and it's basically like a car combat game.
Humans. Okay.
Fumes, and it's like one of those like it's kind of like arcadey kind of physics, and you drive with WASD and you like shoot with the mouse, and you get like weapon slots, and like you have to fight kind of other vehicles, and then there's like some bosses and stuff like that. All
Yeah.
set in like it's like quite like a
I'm
kind of
looking at
like
it now, like a bit post-apocalyptic.
totally that vibe. Yeah, I played a little bit of that, and it's really good fun. It's great. It's like an old fashioned sort of styled, fun arcade game. Like it's really easy to like pick up and just go. It gets you running straight away. Like there's like quite a lot of like it feels like you're progressing quite quickly, and it's like not overwhelmingly difficult as well. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I totally recommend that. It's like a nice, fun little game.
Fair enough, man. Actually, you've done an admirable thing there, and you've pulled it back to cars.
I have, yeah.
I'm about to bring us more back to cars.
Oh,
So,
good stuff. We're getting better at this.
I know you have an absolute darling of a game that you love. Beam
Oh, of
ng.drive.
course, yeah, I do love Beam.
I saw today footage of a mod for it, and it was the Google Earth mod.
Oh, I've not heard about this. This seems
So
ambitious.
they have Google Earth and they have the Beam game, and they render the entirety of Google Earth inside the game. And it's an interactive render. So the footage I saw was like a guy zoomed in on Google Earth, and then it basically like fucking zapped into Beam in the same place. And there was a car parked up in the same place as it was on the Google Earth
Of the
image.
Google.
And he just walked up to this random BMW E46, jumped into it, and drove off.
Wait a minute, that seems insane. You've got to link me to this video.
I'll get the video, but like for a driving game like this, so like part of the reason why I brought up DCS and everything is we covered video games a while back,
Oh, we did,
and like
aye.
I described my perfect game, which would be like an ultra realistic soft physics engine, a bit like Beam, with like loads of open roaming, open roam, open world, street racing, like legitimate one-to-one recreations of maps.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you were driving around Glasgow, you were legitimately driving around Glasgow. It was a one-to-one replica of Glasgow.
Yeah.
And that one-to-one replica of Glasgow would be in a one-to-one replica of Scotland. And this seems like it's replicating that. Like this is literally what I described as my ideal driving game. Like if I had unlimited resources and I could just fucking,
Do
design my own
whatever.
game, this is what I would build. And this is it. I've just sent you the video on WhatsApp.
I think I found it, man. I think I've totally found it. With
And it's
the 5 series.
a free series, an E46, yeah. But a grey one,
Aye.
yeah, man. Like, and it's legitimately, the graphics aren't the best, I'm not going to
No.
lie.
It looks like a painting,
It
but it's
does.
really cool.
And it's legitimately rendered from Google Earth.
I know, I totally agree with you, man. That is really, really cool. Really very cool indeed. Yeah, like honestly, Beam's got so much potential. It's just a very, very like demanding game.
Yeah. Well, when I saw that, I was like, fuck, I might buy Beam right now. And I didn't. And the only thing that's not making me buy it is the graphics. if they can fix the render on that, I'll buy it.
Aye, they need some sort of like predictive algorithm to help render this out.
But I just thought, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's fantastic.
It is
That
really
is
cool. This is really, really
next
impressive. Like,
level. So yeah, no, because I know you like Beam, and like Beam's on my wish list. I'm waiting for it to be on sale, and I'm buying that motherfucker when it's on sale. Especially now that there's that. Um,
all right then. Well, when you get it, we can do a little bit of janky beam multiplayer as well.
Fair enough, that works for me.
Um, wait, how much is it? It's 20 quid. Yeah. I have a feeling I paid like a fiver or £8 for Beam, and it wasn't on sale. Like really, when it was like properly early alpha.
Yeah.
And it was like there was like very little to the actual game. I remember playing it back then and being like, "Oh, this is great." I was like, "Oh, it'll be released soon."
Several years later, still not released.
Do you know what its version is? Version 0.38.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been going for so long.
But I mean, I wouldn't pay full price for anything on Steam. This is my problem with Steam, because I know at Christmas the winter sale comes online, and it's like everything's like at least 25% off. At least. Like if it's not 25% off, it's 50% off, and if it's not that, it's 75% off.
Yeah,
So like
absolutely. Absolutely.
over the Christmas period, my Steam library fucking exploded. It doubled in volume. Uh, Like there was so much on my wish list from the year, and I was like, "Yep, we'll just buy all that now because I've got a laptop that can run it all." So yeah, but no, sorry, we're digressing terribly away from our chosen subject material, which is cars.
We really have. Honestly, I don't really have too much more on cars to say, to be honest.
I don't either. I mean, this is a pretty shit first episode back, and like half of it we've been talking about shit that's not cars.
Yeah, it may be a little bit more challenging to get the flight sim talk under the net of car culture.
Mate, do you know what, right? Anyone that's listening to it in second season has probably listened to the first season. They know what we're like. They're like scientific, factual information is not what we're about.
Yeah.
Apart from on the episodes where we're like looking into cars, then we're actually quite judicially accurate. Like there's a legitimate level of accuracy in the facts, but ordinarily we just fucking meander from subject to subject.
Yeah, we do actually. We do tend to get lost on a train of thought.
It's part of the charm, though, man.
I hope so. I hope so.
So do I. I reckon it's probably quite a good time to end it, though.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I think we should wrap it up now. For sure. But do we have any like thoughts on what we're gonna do for the next episode?
I have some, but that's for us to know and the listeners to find out when the next episode gets uploaded.
Fair enough. And yeah, with that, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo.